Yo, what's going on with y'all? It's your boy NeoXO coming back at y'all with another video. Today we're gonna be talking about Black Clover Chapter 311. So let's get right into it. So the battle between Yuno and Xenon has come to a conclusion in Chapter 311. And in Chapter 310, we did see Yuno use Saint Stage against Xenon. And in this chapter, we have clarification that it looks like Xenon actually does die from this attack. You know, Tabata just wanted to leave it as a cliffhanger last chapter. But in this chapter, it's kind of clear that Xenon is defeated. They stated in this chapter, and we also see Xenon kind of fading away. He kind of like dissolves into the air. Now, kind of as Xenon is dissolving, he has one last conversation with Yuno, and he basically says, what's the difference between me and you? Like, why did I lose yet you win? And it seems like the difference ended up being that Yuno still has Asta, because Yuno says something along the lines of, I'm still in the middle of my promise to Asta, my vow to Asta, and that's it. Yuno basically didn't want to lose until like he becomes the Wizard King, or one of them becomes the Wizard King first, because that's the promise that they made to each other. Now, I think that's the difference, because Xenon made a similar vow with Alan, except the difference is Alan died. So this is possibly kind of showing us how Yuno would have turned out if Asta would have died. Overall, I think the fight between Yuno and Xenon was actually really good. I enjoyed the fact that it was multiple chapters and not just a one and done type of chapter. It had a lot of build up, it had a lot of context, and overall I just think that's probably one of the best fights in the series. After the conclusion of their fights, the buildings just start collapsing, things just start collapsing, and they noticed that Yuno had defeated Xenon at this point. We know this because Nox says it seems like Yuno has defeated Xenon, and we see a big smile from Asta, and that's really what you'd like to see between rivals. And then it's proclaimed that all of the Dark Triad members are defeated, but then like they're kind of shocked. They're like, okay, so they're all defeated. Why is the Tree of Qliphoth still happening? And that's pretty much when the chapter takes a turn for the worst, and we get to see what Morris has been up to. Even the Wizard King of the Clover Kingdom feels that something is wrong. All the way back in the Clover Kingdom, he's like, okay, something is wrong. So it seems like the stuff that Morris is up to is really devious. We see the aftermath of Dorothy versus Morris. Dorothy loses this fight. I wish she would have won. Dorothy's one of my favorite characters. I wish she would have won, but that's just my opinion. And you know, she put up a good fight, if you ask me. I mean, we didn't really get to see most of her fight. I wish we could have seen most of her fight. I hope they bring her back in this arc to have like a spotlight, but at the end of the day, I understand that she's not one of the main characters, so they might not bring her back for a spotlight. And after we saw the defeat of Dorothy, we see the defeat of Lotus. Lotus was just not a match for Morris. Lotus basically betrayed Morris, because you know they both from the Diamond Kingdom, and Lotus pretty much is like, all right, at this point, bro, you're being evil, and there's not even gonna be a future for my family, so I'm gonna have to betray you and try to take you down. Now, I know some people probably wondering why Morris is so strong. Like, he basically got a devil boost because he's the host of Lucifero. Like, Lucifero is done with Dante and is here with Morris now, so you know he got a boost from that, the strongest devil. Whenever he has his evil villain speech kinda, and he basically says he remade the Qliphoth tree using his reconstruction magic, so he doesn't need the Dark Triad anymore. So it's gonna continue to open as long as they have William and Yami with William's World Tree magic and Yami's dark magic. So yeah, that's pretty much why this is still going on. So the Dark Triad were basically literally used as pawns. I saw this coming. You guys probably saw this coming too. We knew the Dark Triad was just going to be used as pawns. Like, Morris reconstructed the Tree of Qliphoth without the Dark Triad, but they were kind of needed in the beginning, but they're not needed anymore. That's why this Tree of Qliphoth is continuing to take place. But like, all hope is not lost, because at the end of the chapter, we do see the Black Bulls coming in strong We don't see all of the Black Bulls, but we know the Black Bull is always gonna pull up. So they basically are pulling up for Captain Yami, and it's time, like it's crunch time. Basically, this is the time where they're gonna try to save Captain Yami and Captain William, and hopefully we get like a symbol type moment where everybody just comes against Morris and just saves Captain Yami. Honestly, I really hope Captain Yami gets saved in this arc. Some people are saying he's gonna die. I hope he don't die, bro. I hope he don't die. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. As always, it's been your boy NeoXO, and I'm out.